your study and what you mentioned earlier is your data collection method was quite interesting. Would you like to go into detail about that?
Sure. Again, the study was a big, what we call mixed method. And so there's a interview-based qualitative components, and there's a later on quantitative components with the bigger survey. But the first qualitative components with the interview was also coupled with their photo choosing and photo taking sometimes. It's called a photo-elicitation. It's started from anthropology, cultural anthropology. It's there in a social science for what, 50, 70 years probably now. It's very established thing, but sometimes in our field like well-being research, it's not necessarily often used yet. And I think that has a lot of potential, and that's the reason why I choose for my Ikigai study, because the topic of well-being and including Ikigai too, sometimes it's abstract and it's difficult to talk. I don't think even among listeners, I don't think a lot of people can talk about, for example, meaning in life or happiness, even, I'm assuming they're English speakers, for hour and a half. That's really hard, like without anything, like I will ask you some questions, but still it's pretty tough toward the end. And that would be resolved with our existence of picture. There are something tangible that they can talk about, especially for students. The earlier point about that you're making, that older adults tend to have so many life experiences that they can kind of fall back on. They're used to reflections, that type of things. Maybe young adults, university students don't have that reflective moments yet so many times. And actually, a lot of interviewees said that this was first time for them to actually seriously think about Ikigai in their life.
Wow.
So really, the process was asking them to choose maximum 10 pictures that they thought related to Ikigai in their smartphone, or they could take several days or a week to take up new pictures that represented their Ikigai. And they would put a title, caption on it. They would describe, when, where, what kind of picture it is and stuff like that. And I will print it out and we'll have our interview with those physical copy of the picture, which I think helped.